You know, there's an old saying that one is the loneliest number, and for entrepreneurs, it's also the most dangerous. Many people assume being number one is the goal, a sign you're in first place. But in business, relying on just one of anything, whether it's an idea, a person, or a strategy, can put you on shaky ground. Today, we show why that is, and how embracing the power of many can transform your business. Let's start with the basics. It's risky to pin all your hopes on a single idea, product, or service. If that one thing fails, you're left with nothing. That's why I'm challenging you to think bigger, more outside the box, and develop a variety of marketing strategies and approaches. Having a wide range of offerings or tactics means you're not sunk if one doesn't pan out. The same goes for opinions. Too often, entrepreneurs get locked into their own perspective, convinced their idea is a winner, and they stop listening to others. That's a recipe for failure. Seeking out diverse viewpoints keeps you adaptable and grounded. Then there's the danger of relying on just one person, whether it's a key team member or even yourself. Imagine your business depends entirely on one employee and they leave. Or maybe you're the only one who can do what you do. If you step away, everything grinds to a halt. That's not a business. It's a job you can't quit. The solution? Build systems and leverage so your operation can run without any single person holding it together. I've seen companies crumble because they depended on one critical vendor too. If that supplier cuts you off, you're done. And don't get me started on marketing and putting all your eggs in one basket, like relying solely on Google search results leaves you vulnerable. What happens when the algorithm changes or a competitor outspends you? You're a one-legged stool, ready to topple. This brings us to the heart of it, the power of many. Your goal should be to deploy at least 10 different marketing strategies. Spreading your efforts across multiple channels reduces risk and keeps leads flowing from various sources. Now, I'm not saying you need a huge team or a massive budget. These strategies don't have to be complex or time-consuming. You just need to be smart about it. Start with a clear, powerful marketing message, then replicate it across different platforms instead of reinventing the wheel each time. The beauty of this approach is twofold. First, it lets you test and compare strategies to see what works best. You can't know if there's a better way unless you try different things. Otherwise, you're blind to whether your results are great or terrible. Second, even if each strategy only delivers modest returns, together they add up to real growth. When you combine multiple streams, the collective impact can be incredible. So how do you put this into practice? It starts with clarity about your market, what they want, their pains, their problems. Assuming you've nailed that down, the next step is creating a conversation piece, a piece of content like a PDF, report, video, or article that addresses a specific challenge your audience faces. This isn't just about delivering value. It's about sparking engagement and drawing prospects closer. Your conversation piece becomes the core of your marketing message. And here's the key. Everything else you do, emails, website, downloads, needs to align with it. Consistency matters. If your email looks one way, but your website feels totally different, people sense the disconnect and pull away. Subconsciously, they need that congruence to trust you, and that's deliberate because it works. Most entrepreneurs fail to build these systems or contingency plans because they don't embrace the power of many. They bet everything on one source. The antidote? Multiple lead streams, simple, varied strategies that keep prospects coming. Once they're in place, test and measure relentlessly. Not every strategy will be a winner, and that's fine. Feed the ones that deliver and invest more time and money where you see returns and starve the losers by cutting them off. Think of it like fishing with a bunch of poles in the water instead of just one. The more lines you cast, the better your chances. At the end of the day, the power of many is about building a business that's resilient and optimized for growth. It's about reducing risk by diversifying your efforts, then doubling down on what works. So, get started because one may be the loneliest number, but that's because many is where the real power lies.